I was hearing many similar things that now that you take a look at some of the informational text that I know you're familiar with, and you compared it to, or actually you're contrasting to this text, you were noticing some major differences that helped you as a reader. And I would just like you to share out maybe a few things and make sure you provide some evidence, though, as to how it might help you as a reader. So if you share some thinking about something that might help you, why might that help you? How might that help you? Okay? And then we can move on from there. Just real quickly, let's... Okay, Leah, why don't you go ahead and quickly share one thing that you noticed?
Me and Brittany noticed that in Gabby Douglas, there aren't any indents or paragraph indents. Like, you know how you started off before you added all the indents and all in paragraphs, and then in this book
it's not in there.
Well, there's a little bit of indented, but there's not any paragraphs.
But is there anything in there that does help you? So I noticed, okay, so this, I see what you're saying, that they're indented only slightly and they have a space in between. So that's something that you noticed. But what were some things that did help you as a reader that were different about this versus that?
About that, like they gave like more details. Like, you know how like next year that Gabby Douglas was gonna go into 2008, and then these people voted her on to be on the team, and then that's how she got on it. Like, started to be a champion all around the world.
So there are many details included. Now there are more details that go along with this book. Many more details. I typed out only part of it. So there are more details, but are there any things that you noticed right away? Does anybody want to make a move on what was started here? You know what, Ella, we haven't heard from you. Sorry, Kennedy.
There's no pronunciations. So like the names of the fish, we wouldn't know what they were, and we would be saying them a whole different way.
Okay, so what might you do now?
I noticed that there were illustrations in this book. Not all non-fiction books have illustrations in them.
Can you tell me more about that? Provide some evidence about how that might help you as a reader?
It helps me by finding that not all non-fiction books have to have real pictures for us.
Thank you.
Me and Hayden looked at our book. It's my book and his book, and so it says itty bitty animals, and it tells you on the back, and then there's also the inside for the introduction, but then there's also the inside, like where there's the introduction, but they're also in the back. There's a glossary, and so it's like telling you insect, mammals, nocturnal, species, reptiles, extinct. And so, but I noticed that in your page about tropical fish, that there was a glossary and no index. And so, me and Hayden noticed that. And then in Hayden's book, obviously it was going to be about cats because the cat's right on the front. And so it tells you, because it has subtitles. Hunters and pets, all kinds of cats, good-looking cats, graceful movers, eating, growing up, handle with care. And then in the back of the book, it tells you, do you know your cats? And then it tells you, all the kinds of cats, like a Siamese, Persian chinchilla.
It's got a couple of kinds of cats.
Yeah. But there's also,
a tabby cat.
Yeah, or a Persian, or, yeah.
So that helped you, said that helped you know what the book was going to be about. What were you reading just there? Let me show, do you want to go show real quick what those were? And let's see if we know what those are called.
I need to put it over there.
So go ahead and point out you were flipping through and you were kind of reading some things off to the class that helped you understand what the text was going to be about. Can you point to where those are?
We got the headings,
Like
or the subtitles, and then we got,
the title.
and then we have the index in the back, and we have pictures with captions,
That's cool.
and then in the back they tell you some cats that were in the book.
Like Siamese,
British short hairs.
Persians.
Okay.
You got the
Gabby's.
great book, Hayden.
I got it from the library.
Oh, that's cool. Nice. No, that's good that you picked it out. You
It
didn't
was
know
in
that
the cooking section.
Oh my God.
Okay, so now you have touched on something that I would like to move into now. All right, boys, can I borrow that? Thank you. Thank you for teaching that to the class. You were pointing out some important text features that you said helped you as a reader. I noticed that Grant was saying, oh, this is hunter and pet, all kinds of cats, good-looking cats, graceful movers, eating, angry cats. There's a lot of information right off the bat that he was able to share with us just by reading, what did you call it, Hayden? What were those called? What was that text feature called that you shared with the class? Subtitles or headings. So those headings are really important to the reader so that we have an idea of what the text is going to be about. And so you are noticing many, many things in the informational text that we're going to get to as we continue to work through your draft packet. But for today, all you need to worry about is the heading. So it took us a while to kind of get there to that point that the heading is going to be an important feature that we need to have in order to help the reader move through our text. And if I added some headings to our tropical fish piece that was there, do you think that might have helped you at all when you went to read that text initially?
Yes.
This is the book right here. There are my contents. Keeping tropical fish, choosing your fish, basic supplies, maintaining your aquarium, feeding you and your fish to find out more important words. We have one of those pages, don't we? Now, what's more engaging? This or what I showed you earlier? And right off the bat, what are some of those things that help make it more engaging? Just by looking at it, what can you see that makes it much more engaging? Brittany.
The picture.
Okay. My eye always goes to that right away. Mine too. I need to be quiet and stay out of it.
The caption for the picture.
Can you tell me more about that?
The caption's like telling you a little bit about the picture.
Okay.
I can add. Do I can add? No. Caleb, give it to Caleb. The heading because it tells me what the paragraph's going to be about.
Yes. I'm going to stop you right there because I want you to take some time now to get into jotting down what you think your heading should be for your informational text. Here he has keeping tropical fish, and he has an idea of what this part of the text is going to be about. And this is the exact text that was on that paragraph, or on that page that I had shown you in the beginning. And this is totally different looking. Okay? And you have an idea of what this is going to be about. It kind of gets your brain warmed up and ready for that. Now, did you know that many of you in your pre-assessments had included headings in your writing? Not everyone, and that's okay. But now, after taking a look at a piece that was kind of all smashed together and jumbled up, and you had some time to investigate some mentor texts, you notice many things that help you as the reader, and one of those is headings. And so we're just going to take some time right now, and you're going to take a look at your idea and details chart that you had from yesterday, and thinking about what our purpose for today, investigating what some of those different text features are,